Some things aren't meant to change.
Corvette says it all.
America's favorite sports car.
But America's icon is changing.
And I wonder what he's going to do to destroy our baby.
Don't screw with a Corvette.
It's the toughest engineering job in the world.
This car has to be great, has to be passionate.
It still has to look like a Corvette.
And it better be a Corvette.
And the world is watching.
They have fences around their proving grounds. They disguise their cars.
There's one right there.
I love to pass Porsches. It's the way to go.
The design work is done.
Leaner, meaner, faster.
Time for a reality check.
6,000 gallons in 8 minutes.
On the test track. And on the world's fastest roads.
You'll catch quite a bit of air over here.
Where no one's heard of a speeding ticket.
And we're doing 160 miles per hour.
They will push beyond breaking point.
No good.
And that's a more serious issue, and we have to get to the bottom of it.
Tradition demands perfection.
You have to slam it, so I don't know what the deal is.
But will the deadline allow it?
It's always a race. It's always a race to the end.
A race they have to win. When you're rebuilding an icon, there can be only one answer.
Wow, that's a Corvette.
America's latest sports car is a long way from home.
I love to pass Porsches.
On Germany's Autobahn, there is no speed limit, and that's good. Test driver Rich Quinn is a man in a hurry.
We're doing 160 miles per hour. We're braking for a slight curve. The car feels very well put down.
Everything about this car is secret. Under the lightweight camouflage, it's the C6, the 6th generation Corvette.
The other motorists are giving us a lot of attention.
Rich is heading to a secret location for testing. They can't afford to be seen. But out here, this car, at this speed, gets noticed.
Usually as we go by in a blur, that catches their attention to begin with. If we're caught in traffic slowed next to them, the heads really crane around. It's great.
For nearly 4 years, designers and engineers have conceived and constructed this car on computers and in the workshop. Now it's crunch time. There are just 6 months to get it road ready. They'll be the toughest 6 months of the C6's development. A second race has begun at General Motors headquarters in Detroit, Michigan. Today, they're starting to build the final version of the car. They'll feed the German test results back home to help refine the construction. The C6 needs to be finished and perfect in just 6 months when it's released at the Detroit Auto Show, the toughest audience in the world. But right now, there's a bigger challenge, keeping this car under wraps.
A new Corvette is always one of the most anticipated launches in this country. We magazine people work very hard at being the first to show and uncover the next generation Corvette.
The media has put a price on the C6. It's rumored they'll pay $50,000 for the first spy photo, and Jim Dunn aims to take it. He's been shooting cars for years.
I have 7 children, and I needed to put them through college, and these pictures have taken care of that over the years.
It's certainly a cat and mouse game, us versus them. I don't think it's anything that they enjoy. We do.
The game is played for these people. To them, the Corvette isn't just a car, it's a way of life.
The Corvette truly is America's favorite sports car.
It's just a passion of having the only true American sports car.
Absolutely, without question, the best sports car this country has ever produced.
Harley Earl is a man to be reckoned with.
Harley Earl was the father of the Corvette. He dreamed of creating America's own affordable European-style sports car.
The promise of tomorrow. This is the mood of the Motorama.
In 1953, Harley's dream car rolled into reality.
America's only true sports car.
Just 300 were built, but even then, they exuded sex and style and the promise of the open road.
A sense of challenge, a love of precision, a respect for power.
The price tag? $3,000, a year's pay back then. Harley Earl put Corvette on the road, but Zora Arkus Duntov gave it muscle.
And the race is on.
The first chief engineer took the car racing.
The gear-grinding, brake-turning corners and the piston-pounding flats seem made to order for the production Corvette.
Zora dropped in a powerful small-block V8 engine and challenged the Europeans.
Not all the costly foreign entries could take it, and Alfa Romeo falls by the wayside.
Track performance that matched the Europeans, but the styling was all American. Every Corvette since has been a race car anyone could drive every day.
What's not to like about the Corvette? You know, you can throw 3 sets of golf clubs in the back of this thing and drive 160 miles an hour. It doesn't get any better than that.
Each new model came with racing pedigree and more. They became household names. The 63 Stingray, the 68 Mako Shark, 84, 97. Each new generation an evolution of the last. The Corvette has been entrusted to just 3 chief engineers, Zora, David McClellan on the left, and now filling those big shoes on the C6, Dave Hill. Dave used to make Cadillacs, and that's got the Corvette fans worried.
It was no fun to be the guy who'd spent 27 years in Cadillac, and now he's going to be the Corvette chief engineer, and I wonder what he's going to do to destroy our baby.
Corvette owners know that Dave is running the C6 project, but they feel the heritage is theirs.
The style, the speed, the look, the feel, the power.
Corvette says it all.
He knows that because they tell him often.
I'd never been in a job where I had as much customer interface.
This is actually me shopping, and that's my red C4 car, and that's my dog, so it's a little personalized purse.
You really have to ask yourself, how much can I change?
When that car comes out the back of that plant, it's ours. And
Corvette clubs and fan sites are buzzing. Too many changes, and they'll be marching on Detroit.
And I think the C6 just needs to refine things to make it an even better car. But, you know, and it's going to be tough, I think, because the C5 is so good.
It still has to look like a Corvette. That's one of the things that you're expecting, and that better be there.
How powerful the wheel element is, the side cove, the way the upper sits on the lower, all very important in communicating a strong Corvette character.
Dave Hill is relying on chief designer Tom Peters to work magic, create a radical new look, but at the same time stick close to Corvette tradition.
This car has to be great, has to be passionate, and it better be a Corvette. Don't screw with a Corvette, you know.